Gather round, hustlers, the sip, you're still living. Pay attention and listen to the rhymes that I'm flipping. Don't try to play me nice, try been spitting. If you disagree, you gracing. Now like homie, you tripping. Did so many records, I lost count. My approach to music is sorta gothic. Homie, I black out. Poetry on the beat, man, you can't out-snap me. Man, a boy is too gifted, man, you can't out-rap me. The devil wants me to stop, but I ain't fake. Cause I know he's too weak, like 14 days, right? Jazz. Alright, so boom. The big coming Carlos said he had a lit pregame and I can pull up on him. Tryna roll. For real? Bet. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Hey. Catch a vibe, come and meet the team. Come and kick it with your fave 3. Chop it with us, come and join the stream. Trust me, y'all, it's must see. It's a culture party if you partaking. Hottest podcast, it ain't no debating. It's ringing off cause it's so engaging. Let's keep it y'all. You won't find this on no other page. This kind of talk, this kind of cloth right here is tailor-made. Tryna have fun, we the plug then. It's for the people so the culture win. Need an outlet, then tap in. Come tap in. We keep it fresh with the content. We even got Bash Stop from Carolina Blitz. And Shot from P&P, they're a perfect fit. Cause what's the point of a pregame if it ain't lit? It's lit, it's lit, it's lit.
Welcome back. It's the pregame. We lit, we live. It's always a vibe. And while y'all are here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. How y'all feeling today? Vashti, Shy, how y'all feeling?
What's good? Your boy's good, man. All is well over here. No complaints.
Good. Vashti, is that a new mic?
I've always had this mic, but I wasn't at home. I was...
Gotcha.
But I'm back at home. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, okay, new mic, who this? You know, Shy got the new mic and the new camera and everything. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole setup out here, man. Shots and not out here.
Yeah, something like that. A little light work.
That's awesome. Also, welcome everybody. For those who are new, welcome to the Pregame Podcast. This is your fusion of sports and pop culture with 3 of the dopest hosts that you will find around here on this planet. For those who are not new, welcome back for this week. For those who are on Instagram, for those who are on YouTube, and for those who are on Twitter, thank you for pulling up on us. I want to know in the chat, what are y'all pulling up with? For those who are new, if you don't know, we always ask what you're pulling up with. You know, if you're going to a pregame party, before the party or whatnot, you always got to pull up with something. You can't come empty-handed, right? But here we're not talking about anything that is tangible. We're talking about your mood, your vibe, what you pulling up with. So with that being said, Vashti, what are you pulling up with this week?
I don't know. I hope.
You pulling up with some hope?
I guess.
We'll get into that. I got a feeling you ain't pulling up. First off, Shot, is she pulling up with some Kool-Aid yet?
Yeah, I think she got a little cup over there next to her.
Got a hope. I hope it's this the first time.
No, I don't.
A little cup somewhere. You know what I mean?
I heard that you pulling up with some hope. So you might have some Kool-Aid. It might be processed blue. I don't know. We'll get into it. Shot, my boy, what you pulling up with, big dog?
Man, I'm pulling up with love, man. It's the wife and I's 15th year wedding anniversary today. We've been together 20 years, so it's pulling up with a little bit of love. You know what I mean?
No, that's
love
dope.
Is in the air.
Bars.
Yeah.
15 years. I pray to get to 15. That's dope. That is
hard
dope.
Work.
Shout out to y'all.
Hard work. Find your groove. Find your groove.
That's a word to the wise. You know what I'm saying? That's that. What we talked about last week with conversation. That's the high with the high frequencies. What we talking about last time?
My frequency is equal, bro. I don't know nothing about that stuff, bro. You keep all that Keep all that stuff, bro. I ain't got that.
You're not listening to that. You're not listening to Dr.
I'm
Bryant,
cool.
man.
It was dope. It sounded great, but that's this new stuff, man. I ain't on that.
I mean, because of y'all, I went and looked at all 2 hours, and I was like, I could actually just stuck to the highlights. I'm not even gonna
That's fair.
Really? The first hour was all right. Then it started to get like
what I saw. The highlights were the highlights, and they were the highlights for a reason.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. You know, to each his own. I thought it was just good entertainment. You know, it was something good to have in the background and be like, oh, this is crazy. This is interesting. You know, but that's interesting for me. I'm pulling up with excitement. NFL football's back. Like week 1 is here. I'm excited to see some football. You know, I'm pulling up with a little sadness a little bit too, because you know, part of my childhood felt like it's gone with Rich Homie Quan leaving. We'll get into that in just a little bit too. But yeah, I'm pulling up with excitement, man. I think it's gonna be a good NFL season. My cup, you know, just like I had Kool-Aid last time for the Panthers, I got some Kool-Aid again. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's okay. We got a cup for you, Vashti, when the time comes.
I don't need y'all's cups. Thank you.
Okay, well, we got the Kool-Aid for you then. Cool. All right, so let's get into it. So we're gonna. I'm like, look, I can't wait until we'll get into that. I'll say that. I'll save that. All right, so for everybody, we're gonna walk through the quick agenda because I want y'all to get prepared for what we're gonna go through real quick. We're gonna talk a little bit about Ricky Pearsall, what happened with him this past weekend. Scary hours for sure. We're getting a little bit about Patrick Surtain getting the bag and what that means for some of our fellow Panther players. We're also going to get into a starting lineup. So for those who are new, starting lineup is something where we're going to have a topic where you have to do the top 5, right? The top 5 of something today. And this came from Vashti. You posted something on your Instagram around this one particular actor always playing a villain. And I was like, yo, that's hilarious because he always plays a villain. He always a bad guy. And I was like, yo, what are some of the best actors that have played a villain? And so we're going to do a starting lineup for the top actors who played a villain. So you all, we're going to go from 5 to 1. When you get
5, oh boy,
yeah, top 5, yeah. I'm telling you now, Vashti.
For me, I'm gonna be honest. I had a hard time gathering this, but so I'm gonna have to sit this one out. Kind of just throw some jabs in there.
Let me tell you, I'm not a movie girl, so this was like I don't.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, Carlo. It was more like y'all got the wrong one for the movie stuff.
Hey, next time let me know. But no, the 5. This was fun. It was hard for me to pick 5, but I got 5. So I'll lead it off, and y'all just let me know if I'm like tripping or not. How about that?
Yeah, thank you. I have a couple, but 5.
Okay.
Woo.
5 is good. There's some really good actors out here that play some really good villains. So we'll get into that. And then we'll talk a little bit about, we got an extra one because of Rich Homie Quan, which you're going to get into. So I'll do that. And then we got our week 1 predictions. So we're going to talk about our week 1 predictions. So if y'all don't remember, we did this during the playoffs. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do our week 1. We're going to go through it quickly of like who you think is going to win. I'm going to keep track of our scores of who is getting the right ones throughout the entire week. Who knows? I might have something for whoever wins. So that's what we're going to do. We want y'all to join with us. So let's go ahead and get into this content. Before we go into the content, one quick thing. 704 Shop just dropped some information about some Panther caps that are coming out tomorrow. So it's pretty dope. This is dope because I have never seen the Panthers logo like this with the blue eyes. Pretty fire. So if y'all want some, they got 5 different New Era hats. So you got these are New Era, so quality, very, very quality. If you're gonna go online, make sure you use that discount code _made4more. You'll get a percentage off of your purchase. So make sure you use that discount and come back and thank me later for that. So make sure y'all go pick them up while supplies last, because I'm definitely going to cop mine. So hopefully y'all be rocking those during this season. Right, Vashti, when we drink our Kool-Aid? Moving on. Sad news. Rich Homie Quan has passed away at the young age of 34. Reports are saying that he overdosed. That's what reports are saying. Allegedly, we don't know for sure. But 34 years young. I remember him. It's just tough. One, because I'm 33, right? And so I'm just thinking about it from my age of like, whoa, like it just hits home for me in a very unique way. But then also I thought about like being in college, right? And Shad, picking certain songs where you stroll to you and your frat strolled to, and you know, some few of his songs we strolled to, and so it just hits me a little different. Like, dang, like that's part of the, you know, my growing up, becoming a man in college, all these different things, and hearing all this music. What were y'all thoughts when y'all first heard about this particular thing? Shot, let's start with you.
Man, it's tough, man. A lot of death has happened recently. You know, you got Fat Man Scoop. That's more of my lane.
Yeah.
Rich Homie Quan. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like when I saw it, I don't know why, but my brain immediately went to the whole YSL case and all that stuff that's going down. I thought maybe this something crazy may happen there, but overdose. I was like, man, I don't really know what I saw a couple of interviews of him recently.
Yeah.
Of him talking. He seemed like he was on down the right path. I'm not sure. I was surprised, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Surprised, but also not surprised. Kind of crazy, kind of numb, you know,
Yeah.
to death and celebrities now. So it's just like, man, this is tough. But prayers to his family and everybody, you know, affected. But it's a tough one, man. Rich Homie Quan got some bangers, bro.
For sure, for sure. Vashti, what do you think when you saw it?
It was more like, oh dang, that's messed up. I also read, like it said, it was a bad pill. I don't know if he like OD'd. But you know, with this fentanyl stuff, people are taking one thing and it really is being cut with another. So
scary.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the guy personally, but you always think, dang, that's a you know. I had to go back through and familiarize myself with his hits. You know, but of course I know now. It's like I knew Lifestyle, and I mean, I don't know if we're gonna talk about we're
about to get into it right now.
Okay. But you know, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, like you know this particular person. I think for me, when it comes to music, and we talked about this before, it's like you always you go back into that particular environment where you first heard that song, what you were doing, who you're hanging with, all those different things, and those different emotions, feelings all come back. And so I think that's what hits me when you know, an artist passes away. It's like, oh, I remember when I was listening to this song when this happened, or I was around my boys around this, whatever it may be. So we're not going to do a starting lineup for Rich Homie, but we're going to pick our top three.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
Rashad, I was with you also when you said you thought about the YSL case, because literally yesterday they were talking about his name was brought up during the case in not a positive way. And so for the next day, for him not to be here anymore, that's a heck of a coincidence.
That's immediately where my brain went. And I've been watching, you know, like Woody and all those dudes testify, and they was talking about his dad and how they shot up his dad's, you know, barbershop. I've been locked in. I'm like, that's kind of like my thing, is listening to like cases and whatnot, and First 48. Oh, that's my lane. So like I don't know. I've been watching that, and that's immediately where my brain went.
Yeah,
so,
interesting.
Just the timing. The timing
crazy.
Is real sus.
Yeah, it is very suspect.
I was with you on that.
Yeah,
very interesting. I didn't know about that. Yeah, I did not know about that. I just remember I saw something about him recently in an interview. This last interview, he said he wanted to kind of make amends with Young Thug because they had some beef and stuff going on. So that's the only thing I heard about the whole YSL thing, but I did not know his name came up in the trial. That's pretty interesting.
Like recently.
Yeah, like
in the last couple of days. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'll leave that there because it's still ongoing, but that's very interesting. All right, so top three. Let's start with number 3. And this is like, hold on, one thing I will say in terms of top 3. Let me just say for everybody who's new, who's not used to how we do things around here, this is your top 3, not the best songs that it's all opinion based. So, you know what I'm saying, chill out on us in the comments. Oh, you didn't get his B-sides. Well, that's not what I was interested in. I'm picking the songs that I like. So, top 3. Let's start off with Vashti, number 3.
Lifestyle.
Okay. I like it. Shot.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not the biggest Rich Homie Quan guy. It's only one for me. It's only one. I don't have a top 3. I have one.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it there. Vashti took my one. Lifestyle is what I go to. That's it.
Your one?
That's my one. That is it for me. Like, I'm not going to Rich Homie Quan to turn on anything else. I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest fan. Like I was out of college when he was kind of hot, so I was kind of in my mature adult phase, kind of trying to anyway.
Yeah.
But lifestyle was my jam. I kind of reflected with that, you know what I mean? With songs and lyrics. That's kind of where I was at that time. So that's the only song I'm going to for Rich Homie Quan. That's it. That's all I got, bro.
I respect it. I think once I remember our first episode when we were talking about the pregame songs, you had Mom playing tricks on me. And I know that's like your bag of the old school. So I get that. I get that. For me, number 3 is Lifestyle as well. It was a hard one, but I got to pick Lifestyle. Lifestyle definitely go hard, but I got that number 3. Vashta, number 2.
Walk Through.
Ooh, so that's a good one. I left that one off for me. So I was going back and forth, and I was going to ask y'all, can it be features with him featured on the song? If he was like had a verse and a
verse?
He had a verse and he did the chorus. No? Okay. All right. So then if not, I'm picking Flex. That was my song. That was a good one.
Flex?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I like that song. Okay.
Yeah, that was my jam.
That was my
jam. I got that one. Number 1, I think we got the same one.
Probably some type of way.
Absolutely. I made up a fire stroll to that one, boy. That was my jam.
Oh Lord, one of those. Oh, when the song come on, just move out the way, party over. Now y'all got to stroll and.
Hey, that was that one. That is that first the way it come on, like man, yeah, that was my jam right there. Jam. I love it.
Just break up the whole party with y'all strolls.
We weren't like that. No, we weren't like
yes, y'all were.
I know I was. Yeah, we were.
See, Bo, thank you for keeping it real, Shad.
Listen, it wasn't no get out the way for me. It was our strolls back in the day was like they knew what songs it was, so it wasn't no get out the way. They like, oh no, y'all.
It's not get out the way. It's you have to move out the way when y'all start doing that stuff. So it's not like y'all tell people get out the way, but y'all start with that stroll and you gotta move. Just in the party. Now we jamming. Now we gotta move to see.
You gotta
let
move.
y'all stroll.
It's a strategy though. It's a strategy. This is back in my premarital days. So but like you stroll, but the thing is like as you're strolling, you're peeping out your next.
You ain't gonna make it 15 years talking like this now.
No,
that ain't the way. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Chill out. Chill on me. No, but like you strolling, but you're paying attention to who's the next person I'm gonna dance with, who's the next girl I'm gonna dance with. So it's like it's all a strategy.
Oh, okay.
All the strategy.
You had to move out the way.
Chestnut checkers.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But let's go and go to the next thing. We talked about it really briefly, but Ricky Pearsall getting shot, which is pretty wild that this happened. The thing that was even more wild was the fact that the suspect who shot Ricky was 17 years old, which is pretty wild.
What's shocking about that?
Just the fact that he was so young. It's just like 17. It was wild to me. I'm thinking that it was like somebody older. I didn't know what to expect, but just to hear 17 is like, dang, like it's tough. Like thinking about when you were 17, were you like, it's just wild. Like you just threw your whole life away. That's what I mean in terms of it being wild. He did get shot in the chest. He did not hit any organs. It went straight through. And I remember looking at some of the reports and like the officer that he was talking to, Ricky asked him like, yo, like, am I going to die? Which is scary. You know what I mean? Like your career is just getting started. You haven't even played a game yet. Week 1 is around the corner and you just got shot in the chest for somebody trying to steal your Rolex, which is pretty wild. My question to you all is, and we've talked about like football players in general, getting approached by certain people. Like we talked about this. I think Breece Hall happened a while ago and we mentioned it. And we talked about the idea of like, should they walk around with security? And I want to bring that conversation back up around like, yes, these are football players, they're athletes, but they are celebrities as well. And like some celebrities, they do have to walk around with security or walk around with some type of protection. What are y'all thoughts around that? Especially like rookies coming in and being out in the open with no one around and these things happen. Should they have security? Let's start with Shad.
I don't know, bro. Like, because when I look at this situation, it's like Pearsall, I wouldn't have known him had I seen him. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that this dude was a target because he's a football player. So I don't think all players need security. I think a select few might need it because they're very visible. You know what they look like. But Pearsall, bro, like you walking out the road, like, that could have been anybody. That could have been me. I feel like so. I'm not gonna say they need security, but
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate, man. Like, man, you got to be careful out here, man. Just in general, football player, me, you, like anybody, you just got to be careful. Watch your back. I mean, even me, like when I'm walking around, I'm like a F negative Z list celebrity. You know what I mean? And I sometimes I'm watching my back. You know what I mean? Making sure ain't nobody trying to pull up on me. Just you know what I mean? So you never know who knows you, who got beef with you. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
And luckily for him, I heard he's back at practice already. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how it all worked out. So I'm just happy for him. Like you said, man, he I didn't even hear about that. He had to ask, whether he was gonna pass or not. That's crazy, bro.
Scary, bro.
You
Scary.
just getting started. And he's talented. He was one of the guys I like coming out the draft. Went to the perfect scenario. He's set up to succeed, and so man, I got prayers for him, and hopefully he succeeds, and this all gets behind him, he heals up. But to answer your question, I don't think everybody needs security.
Yeah. Okay. I think I see a few people commenting. Just want to clear things up. He was on his way to an autograph signing before that happened. Yes, he did fight him off. He was fighting him off, and that's how he got shot. And then also the 17-year-old got shot as well throughout the fighting off. Vashai, what are your thoughts?
I tend to agree with Shad. Of course, this is speculation, but I don't think the kid singled out him thinking that he was Ricky Pearsall, draft pick for the 49ers.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the whole security thing, especially for rookies. I don't know if y'all have been to San Francisco recently, but I was shocked when I was there a couple of years ago for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
There is a huge economic gap between those who have and those who do not have.
Interesting. Okay.
I literally thought I was in a third world country at night with all of the homelessness and all of that stuff on the streets. It was, and I'm not a sensitive person per se.
Yeah.
But I was literally taken aback by that. So I don't know the circumstances of this kid. But when you're at dire straits, people do, and it's not right. But if you gotta eat, if the choice is between I'm gonna take this guy's Rolex or I'm not gonna eat, So to me, although it's not the right, I just, given the place where it was, San Francisco, they got to do something about, this whole country. But to answer the question, I don't think some of these guys need to walk around with protection. Obviously the kid, the dude fought him off and shot him with his own gun. Like this little boy was completely,
Yeah.
So I don't think most of these guys need to walk around with security. But then again, I'm from a time frame where there was no social media. You didn't really post where you were going in advance.
Right.
I've been at Varga with LeBron James before, and it was just a party because it wasn't. No, I wasn't there with him, but I'm saying he came through, and it was like people went out and had fun without it being like this.
Yeah.
So, it's just it's a tough thing. It's sad though.
It is definitely sad.
It's a lot of stuff happening these days with the shooting in Georgia, the Olympian who got burned by her boyfriend. It's just, listen.
Yeah, it's tough. I didn't want to talk about that Atlanta thing because that just pisses me off. But yeah, it's scary. It's definitely scary times, which is why I named this segment that, because it's just wild. Like, just thinking about, like, you made it to the NFL, you're week one, you got back from an injury, you get there, and then now boom, like 17-year-old sitting here trying to steal your Rolex. It's just wild times. But I do agree, like, some people do need security, some people just need to have social awareness. I'm not saying that Ricky Pearsall did not have it, but that's one thing my pops always taught me growing up, is always watch your six, always pay attention to who's around the corner. If something looks sketchy, if you stop in at a gas station, do not stop at that gas station. Pay attention to all those different things. And so that's how I was raised. And so I'm always, paying attention to everything, eyes and head on a swivel. So that's just who I am, and I hope that people pay attention to this and start to become that way.
Facts. 100% agree. I'm from Fayetteville, so I already know what time
That
it is.
you already know. You Fayetteville, straight up.
Is
So
Fayetteville really that hood though?
Yes,
bro,
it is.
no, back in the day, I'm not sure how it is now, but I just remember my friends growing up
It
stuff.
is.
I've heard some stories.
Okay.
I've heard some stories.
Unfortunately, but it's pretty bad.
Okay.
I heard some stories. So, like, would you consider? Question for you: would you consider Fayetteville like back in the day, Hidden Valley days? If you know anything about Hidden Valley,
I don't know anything about
Okay.
Hidden Valley.
got you. Okay.
I don't understand the question. What's the question?
No, it's just saying like Hidden Valley was like a rough time. Like, don't go down there a certain time. Don't.
Okay, yeah. I mean, of course, yeah. There's certain places you don't go in Fayetteville a certain time. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's gotten worse. As a matter of fact, as I left, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So certain people stay there. They don't leave. They become, that 2-6.
Yeah.
This is what it is. It's pretty bad, bro. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. All right, let's get into something that's not too bad, but it is involving a bag, and that's Patrick Surtain. Just got paid. That was a crazy.
Hold up, man. Hold up,
transition.
man. Hold up. That was clean, bro. That was a clean transition.
Appreciate you.
Come on
man.
now.
You know what I mean?
That was great.
One transition king.
Come on now.
Like another transition king. You feel me?
I had to put some respect on that.
You feel me? Hey, look. Hold on. Where's my there it is.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, that was clean, bro.
Don DeMarco, okay?
Don DeMarco.
All right. So bag alert. Pat Surtain just became the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Keep in mind that this kid was in the same draft as Panthers' very own J.C. Horn. So I got two questions that I want all of us to answer. The first one is, do you think that this was a bargain deal because of Sauce Gardner's and everybody else who's coming after him? Do you think that just because he's the highest paid right now, the Broncos tried to strike early before the market gets crazy? Let's answer that question first. Vashti, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely, and that's the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. The Panthers should have done that with Brian Burns.
Yep.
Like, if you have a guy and you know you're going to keep him and he's on a rookie deal, you basically sign him before that fourth year.
I don't argue with you. I don't argue with you at all.
And that's what smart teams do.
Right.
Smart GMs do. If you're not going to keep them, then you trade them. You take it when they're high, when they have the highest value.
Yep.
That's where the Panthers messed up. So this is very smart.
Shad, do you have anything you want to add there?
No, I 100% agree, man.
I
Fat
agree.
Joe said it best. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So you got to lock them in. You know what I mean? You get it done. There's certain situations, I think we'll talk about JC's, but there's certain situations you got to be a little cautious before you throw out a big bag. But for the most part, yeah, man, you lock them in. If you know a kid is going to be a part of your long-term plans, you go ahead and lock it in as soon as possible. You can't play around because the number ain't going to do nothing but go up if they ball out.
And another player got to be paid.
Yeah, exactly. And so, again, you never want to be the one to reset the market, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's going to look like a bargain. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes' deal. Looks like a steal.
Facts.
Yeah. And he looking at it like, wait a minute. Like, he's trying to renegotiate these days because of that. But you got to remember all these there's some top corners who are still on rookie deals. And I mentioned Sauce Gardner. Like, he's looking at this like, like he is rubbing his hands like Birdman. Like, yep, I'm about to get paid. And, everyone's saying like, oh, this is crazy, but it's only literally $3 million above the second person. So it's, it's not that much of like, well, 3 million is a lot, but I'm talking about in terms of NFL money. So yeah, I do think it was a bargain deal. And I think it was smart on the Broncos piece, but let's get into J.C. Horn. So J.C. Horn's looking at this. I hope he sees this as motivation because this is a big year for him because he's the next up for a big contract. So do you think that he will be next? And do you think that they're going to basically find a middle ground of like, okay, yeah, you're not getting paid like Pat Surtain, you're going to get paid like so-and-so? Or do you think he'll get paid similar to where Pat Surtain is? Let's start with Shot.
Man, yeah, I think it'll be similar. I think that you got to be careful. He's got to play the full season, right? You got to get him. You got to make sure that he's healthy. Because you don't want to, make a mistake. You got a couple guys and want him. You ain't seen him play. I mean, you paid him and you ain't seen him. So I think again, JC is an elite cornerback when he's available. But at the end of the day, availability is the best ability, and if you're not on the field, then we can't pay you like that. So, but I do think he'll get paid. I think I got a bet on the table with Dave, right? 14 games for JC. Yep. I expect that. I think he's going to ball out because it is a contract year. Some injuries don't hit the same when it's a contract year. Yeah, I mean, so I think he'll be out there, and if it's a little banged up, I can kind of work through this one. Yeah, but we'll see, man. But I think he's going to get paid, bro. I think he's going to get paid a lot of money.
I really think he's gonna ball out. But Vasha, you're in the locker room. You've been around. You've seen, the vibes of the players, and I know you probably had a chance to talk to JC a few times. What are your thoughts around this? And does he seem motivated?
I mean, I think he was motivated last year. I think he's motivated. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that's what he has to prove. And I don't even know if he stays healthy a full season if he's gonna make Sauce Gardner's money, because now you only have one full season on your resume out of 4. And, the last thing you want is that injury prone label. You just don't want it. Now, he could play well this season and never get hurt again. But I mean, if he balls out this year, he's going to get a bag. I don't know if it will be top corner in the league bag. It'll be top 10.
Yeah.
But you got to put together more than one full season to be paid as the best in the league. It's that your sample size is not enough.
I agree. That's why I feel like he has to play 17 or get close to it to really get some good film on. But I believe in JC, man. I think he's going to ball out. I appreciate him just hearing like how he's gotten his body better than where he was, kind of going back to his roots of college days and kind of getting in the gym and getting stronger and everything. I don't know. Like, I understand you say he was motivated, and I do believe you, Vashti, that he is motivated, but I don't know. I think it's a different look. I don't know if it's the veneers or what, but it's just a different look for him.
All right, you ain't had to do that.
What?
You ain't had to throw that. You could have left that part out. You ain't had to do that. You ain't had to throw that shot. That was that flag on the play. Flag on the play. You could have left that out, bro. You could have left that out, dog.
It wasn't a shot, bro. I am a JC Horn. I'm a JC Horn. What?
Flag on the play, bro. Flag on the play, dog. I can't let that slide, bro. We can't just like you just didn't say it. Like we gonna skip over
that. That in too, he really
bro.
did.
That's flagrant, bro. I can't let that go, bro. Nah,
I must say, JC did wear braces for a while.
Yeah, but look, bro.
But you
do what you want when you popping. What Future say? You do what you want when you popping, bro.
Y'all terrible. But that man is paying attention to his skincare and
do your thing, bro.
And he might have gotten a veneer or two. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. I'm just saying.
Nah, you did.
Why you say it though,
bro? Look.
You could have left that out, bro. You could have just. You was on a roll too, and you just snuck in the veneers, bro. Like you could have left that out. And what's crazy is I was actually thinking that earlier. I saw the interview and I was I was like, man, JC teeth are kind of big, dog. Like, what's going on here?
Oh, I didn't say all that. No, whoa.
I was in my head. I was thinking. I was making an observation. I was like, nah, something different about JC, bro.
See, I didn't say big because I said something looks different. I said, I don't know if it's the veneers or it's just the look in his eyes, but he seems super focused and he's ready for this year. Like he is locked in. And from what I've been hearing around how he's been doing really, really well in training camp and all these practices and everything, he's due for a good year. That's what I was going to say until you cut me off. But I ain't say his teeth was big and all that stuff, Shot. So my friend, got the gun and took a shot, my guy. You took that shot, not me.
Boy.
Shout out to JC, man.
Shout out to JC, man. Look, ball out, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Friend of the show, right? You gonna stay on the field. Let's go on to the next thing, man. So I want to hear, like, we're gonna get to some music real quick. I want to hear, like, what's in y'all rotation? Is it a song? It could be old, it could be new, it could be something, but like, what's a song that you like, yo? It could be an album, it could be an artist. I just want to hear, like, what's in y'all rotation right now that you listen to and you like, yeah, that's it. And shout out to Big Wall. You said, nah, Shad, you ain't have to say that.
My bad, yo. Flag on the play. My bad. I take it back.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So let's start off with no, I think I started Shad last time. So let's start off with Vashti. What's in your rotation, or who is in your rotation?
My mood switches daily. Actually,
Same.
like through the day it switches. So it's not anything in particular on rotation. Yesterday it was a 3-6 Mafia kind of day. Today I was playing that old 2 Chainz KO.
Ooh, that's my jam. What you know about that?
Come on, bruh. Like this afternoon while I'm watching the game and might have a glass of wine, I'll probably play a little groove. So, my mood, my mood dictates my music at the time. So I'm not on one thing in particular. I'm on everything.
I'm right there with you. Shot. What's in your rotation? What's in your rotation right now?
Right now, I think most recently I've given that Big Sean a listen. Better Me Than You. That's in my rotation a little bit. Sorry.
You liked it?
No, I just listened to it because I didn't say I like it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm listening to. That's what I'm listening to. I want it because I like Big Sean. Like I want him to succeed, but like I feel like he kind of falling off the. It's different. Big four conversation, but I gave it a listen. That's kind of what I've listened to most recently, though. If you ask me a question,
he's got a few joints on there though. Vashti, I like the Superstar sample on it. You know, it was good. It was straight. It's just, it started to sound really repetitive to me. A bit like the same flow and everything. I was like, nah, Sean. Like I appreciate some of the content. Like he's more mature and talking about, how he's going to therapy. I appreciate all of that. It just started to sound really, really similar. So I feel you on that. For me, what's been in rotation, I'm the same way as you, Vashti. Like it depends on my mood. I'll go from one end of the spectrum down to the other. But I've really I've noticed this week at least that I've been coming back to the Doechii album. If you haven't listened to it, it's called Alligator Bites Never Heal. But Doechii album. Oh my goodness. Like she's a TDE artist. It's so dope. It has a little bit of everything on it in terms of like your R&B vibe, straight rap, your club banger. Like it's really, really good. The artistry is beautiful. The flows are crazy. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And so I see myself going back to that. And if y'all want to, I can go through like certain songs I like on it. If you are interested, just hit me up.
You said Doechii, DOLCE?
DOECHII.
I heard good things about that.
Oh, yeah. EOECHII. Okay.
Yeah, Doechii. Is
it Doechii or
Doechii?
DOE.
DOE. D as in dog.
DOE. Okay.
Yeah. DOECHII. But it's good. It's a nice little feel, and each song is totally different. It's a nice little vibe. And you can find your hits on there. You're like, oh, I like these. I like these three. Oh, I like these three. So solid album to listen to and vibe with. So Doechii is my one. All right. So this was a very interesting piece that I saw around homegrown talent and how it pertains to NFL, but then also how it pertains to the Carolina Panthers as well. But they talked about it and they said that the Ravens, who are playing tonight, and the Buccaneers lead the NFL with 78% of their roster being homegrown talent. Homegrown talent basically means that you drafted these players and developed them to become whatever they are. So 78% of their team, their 53-man roster, are people who they drafted. So I was like, very interesting. So I kept reading the article. And I wanted to hear where it came from with the Panthers. And they said the Panthers ranked 32nd last at just 42%. Now, we know we had a lot of turmoil and change that has happened, but I thought it was very interesting that we ranked dead last. What are your thoughts about like this homegrown talent piece and the need for developing? I know we talked about this before around wanting to pay our players, Brian Burns, all those different things, but the fact that we're dead last is pretty interesting to me. Vashti, what are your thoughts on this?
It's not surprising. You have whole draft classes basically that are no longer with the team, and most of them are not even in the league. So that's an indictment against your front office and your coaching, and it's a direct reflection of the success of the team.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but it's not surprising.
Yeah, disappointing, not surprising. I definitely agree. Shot, what are your thoughts on this, brother?
Yeah, man. Proof is in the pudding, man. You got to be able to build through the draft. That's you've seen only. I think the team I've seen it do it recently without building through the draft is the Rams, where they don't care about the draft picks. They just were able to grab free agents, and they were able to win a Super Bowl. That's one way to do it. But for the most part, most teams, you got to be able to build through the draft and then supplement some talent to kind of put the cherry on top with your free agents. And unfortunately, like you mentioned, the Panthers just have not been able. We haven't been able to draft well, which leads to a lot of our issues. Right? How can you be the worst team in the league but have the worst salary cap situation? Like it just don't work. That's not a way to success. So, yeah, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and I think Dan Morgan's doing well. I think this draft class is set up. It looks like we're gonna go in the right direction. Only time will tell, right? I know we got the Kool-Aid, but you gotta watch to play the games, right? You gotta see them go out there and do well. And but we gotta win in the draft. You have to string a couple, and it can't just be one draft. You gotta string together 2 and 3 draft classes.
Yes,
that's how you save money on the cap,
right?
Save cap money, and then you're able to spend money on those top tier free agents to win a Super Bowl. That's how it works.
And it really hits home when you cut all these different players from the 53-man roster and none of them get picked up.
Yeah.
None of them, not one, got picked up. And some of them getting workouts, none of them get picked up. It's just like, it's wild. I don't know if I don't know if it's the fact that they are not good. I'm not gonna say that they're not good, or if it's the fact that they came from a 2-15 team. I don't know, but it just sucks to see that happen. But hopefully Panthers in the future, like, I like this front office and where we're going. So hopefully they get, TMJ got picked up. Good point, Chaz. But majority of them did not. All right, so let's get into it. We're gonna close out this particular pod with week 1 predictions. So here we go. First game happening in just a little bit. We're about to get started on this. So we're about to go tune in. We got Baltimore. We got Lamar against Pat Mahomes. Ravens, Kansas City. Shot, who you got?
Hard to bet against the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay. Vashti.
Where are they playing?
They're playing at Kansas City.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Okay, I'm going with the Chiefs as well. So basically, everybody on the right side are the home opponents.
Oh, like it is normally set up.
Like, yeah, I try to get as right. I could be, if somebody fact check me, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. But yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs too. You can't bet on Mahomes. He got some more weapons. I'm really curious to see what Derrick Henry is going to look like in a Ravens jersey, but I got the Chiefs. All right, Steelers, Falcons, Vashti. This is an interesting one.
I don't like doing this stuff, and I'm only doing this because of y'all.
Thank you. Why? First off, why don't you like doing this?
I don't really pay attention to other teams like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going based off of cursory knowledge, history, home field advantage. I'm so engrossed in the Panthers and who they're playing that week. I don't really get a overview of the league like that. I know what's going on. I hate to pick this team. But I'm gonna pick the Falcons.
Yeah, I get it. I think, like, one thing I'll say before I go to Shah, like, that's the fun in it too. You don't have to know everything. It's just your vibe. Like, what you going with. Like, don't think about it too much. You don't have to go too much into it, but it's just a vibe of who you think and just to hear about it. So I appreciate you doing this for us, Vashti. We appreciate you. Shot.
Yeah, I second that, Vashti. I'm not the biggest, NFL. I'm locked in with the Panthers, but I try to keep my eye on other stuff. So I got a little bit of a vibe, but I'm no expert. So I'm gonna go. I'm also, and I hate to do this too, but I'm also gonna go Atlanta. At home, they got some talent. Unfortunately, they're gonna be something to deal with. Steelers' new quarterback situation with Russ. Yeah, it's been a little bumpy over there. I think the Falcons catch the Steelers early.
Yeah, look, if y'all thought I was an expert on here, you're sorry. Joke's on y'all. I'm not an expert either. I just enjoy football. And I hate to do this too, but I got the Falcons too. I think Jesse Bates over there, and they just picked up Justin Simmons. I mean, that defense is something interesting to watch. Bijan has the key to the offense, so I'm curious to see what they're going to do. And then also, I just heard today that Russell Wilson has a calf injury, so we don't even know if he's going to play. So it's just a lot going on with the Steelers right now. I got the Falcons. Let's go to Chicago and Tennessee. Caleb Williams, rookie quarterback, coming in with a crazy wide receiver core with DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Keenan Allen, just crazy. And then you got Mr. Mayo, Tennessee Titans. You got that quarterback coming in with Calvin Ridley. I think DeAndre Hopkins may play. Who do you have, Chicago or Tennessee?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with talent here. I gotta go with Caleb. He's set up to succeed. Chicago at home. I don't think Tennessee is gonna be that great this year. I could be wrong. They could surprise some folk, but I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears.
Okay, Vashta.
This is kind of tough. I really think this could go either way. It's pretty much a wash for me. For whatever reason, my gut is telling me to pick Tennessee, so I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
I'm
going to.
Yeah.
I'm picking Tennessee too. I think I think there's. I don't know if this is true. I saw someone on social media saying that it's not that many. I can't remember how many it was, but a lot of rookie quarterbacks do not win their first game.
Yeah.
And then I do like the coach over there at Tennessee. They're a little bit more established. Will Levis has a year under his belt. I think he has something to prove. So I think I got Tennessee winning this one. Here we go for Colts and the Texans. We got Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud. I think this is a pretty I'm not gonna say that. Shot. What you got?
Yeah, man, this is an interesting one. I mean, obviously, we all like CJ Stroud. He's playing well, but you got Anthony Richardson coming back from injury.
Yeah,
at home. I can't do it. Gotta roll with the Texans, man. I think I tried to talk myself into an upset, but I couldn't do it. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna roll with CJ Stroud, man. Too much talent.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with the Texans.
Okay. Vashti?
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah. I was like, yo, I heard you talking about it. I was like, don't tell me about to pick the Colts. Yeah, I got the Texans here too. I think, like you said, they got too much talent. Defense is pretty solid too. They got talent on that side too. Yeah, I got the Texans on this one. I think this next one's gonna be really nasty work. But who you got? You got Justin Herbert, who's coming off an injury. I'm not sure if he's gonna be ready. That wide receiver core is very suspect against the Raiders. I think Gardner Minshew's playing. I think he's starting. You got Devontae Adams over there. Who you got? Raiders, Chargers. Let's start with Vashti.
I'm gonna go with. Didn't it come out something that Adams wasn't happy in Vegas and he refuted those?
He came out and said false.
Yeah, but most of the time that stuff doesn't come. Yeah, that stuff that he can say it's false, but people just don't bring that out of thin air. I'm going with LA.
Okay. Shot, what you got?
This is tough, man. I think I'm gonna roll with the Chargers too, but I could see. I'm gonna roll with the Chargers. Bro.
This is a tough one, man. I don't know. This is very tough because I don't know what the Harbaugh offense and defense is gonna look like. I think I got the Raiders on this one. I think it's gonna be an upset.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be an upset on this one. Yeah, I think it might be an upset on this one. Cowboys Browns. Shot.
This is an interesting matchup. This is a tough matchup.
It is.
Good defense for the Browns. Dak and them, Dak probably, looking to get paid. Talented Cowboys roster, but I'm going to roll with the Browns on this one. I'm going with the Browns.
Okay. That's a
tough one. It's going to be a good game.
It is a tough one. I'm going to go with Dallas.
Yeah. If y'all been on this podcast before, you know how much I do not like the Cowboys. I despise them. But CD just got paid. Dak's there. They still have everybody. I don't. Deshaun Watson hasn't proved it to me since he's been at Cleveland. I think I got to pick Dallas. I got Dallas. All right, let's move on to the next one. LA versus the Lions. Stafford and Goff again. Rematch from the playoffs. Lions won in the playoffs. Who you got today? Shot.
Another good one. This is gonna be a great game. Tough matchup, but it's hard to pick against the Lions right now. I think they're the best in the North, but I'm rolling with the Lions for sure.
Okay. Fast eye.
Lions.
Yeah, I got the Lions too. Yeah, they tough to play with. Jahmyr Gibbs, second year. Jameis Williams, he seems like he's gonna have a breakout season. We will see. I definitely got the Lions here too. All right, so we got Jordan Love versus Jalen Hurts. Packers versus Eagles. Vashta, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Okay.
You agree,
She
Sheila?
agrees. She said that's a good one. Don't tell me she a Philly fan now. Wait a minute. She ain't barked the whole pod.
No, she wants attention. That's what she wants.
Cool. All right, Eagles. Shot. What you got?
Yeah, Eagles for me too. Again, I think that NFC North is solid, but I think the Eagles get this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on there. Home field advantage. Jalen Hurts coming back. Got some weapons. Got Jahan Dotson over there now too. I got Eagles. Let's see. Bills, Cardinals. This is an interesting one. Not because it's going to be a good game. Not because it's going to be a good game, but interesting because who I thought would win could be different. But let's start with Shot. Bills, Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills here. Cardinals in a little bit of trouble. Don't see them having a great season. Bills it is.
Okay. Vashti?
Same. I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, the reason I think this is interesting because that wide receiver core for the Bills is definitely different from what it was last year. They lost Stephon Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis. I don't even know who wide receiver 1 is. From last time I checked, I don't even know if Keon Coleman is listed wide receiver 1. I think Mac Hollins was listed wide receiver 1, which is very interesting. So I don't know what it's going to look like there. A lot on Josh Allen's shoulders. I'm very curious to see what Kyler Murray and everyone would pick. I mean, and Marvin Harrison will look like, but he's a rookie. Not sure. I got Bills. It's gonna be a close one though. That's my prediction.
Curtis Samuel's listed as a starting wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver 2, right?
Khalil, Shakir, and like you said, Mac Hollins.
Yeah, and then I think Keon Coleman's wide receiver 4. So that right there concerns me. It concerns me a little bit. Which is why I was close to picking the Cardinals, just because of the fact that he does not have a reliable weapon, but we'll see. All right, so let's get into Bengals, Patriots, Drake May versus Joe Shiesty. Vashti, who you got?
Have they named Drake May the starting quarterback?
No, he's not starting. One. It's Jacoby Brissett.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That's my fault.
Bengals. I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
Shot.
Yeah, easy. Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. I'm not even going to go into a whole spiel there. Bengals. All right, so we got Dolphins, Tua, and Trevor at the Jags. Very interesting game right here.
Is it?
I think so. I think the Jags. I think the Jags are pretty solid.
Okay.
They got some weapons over there. I think they may surprise some people this year. I do. Shot, what do you think?
Battle of Florida. I'm going Miami, bro. Miami got it.
Okay. All right. Vashti, who you got?
I mean, not Jacksonville.
You think Jacksonville gonna be trash?
I don't think they're gonna be trash, but I wouldn't bet on them to win.
Not against Miami, bro.
No, maybe against New England, but bruh, maybe against Arizona, but no.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bet against Miami in Miami against Jacksonville. That wouldn't be smart.
I was just potting. I got Miami too. I don't know. Jacksonville's gonna be. I think they're gonna have a good year this year, but they're not beating Miami.
Can I ask a question? Because y'all did this at the live taping and y'all threw me off. Because y'all like, you want a pod? And I was like, I thought we were on a pod. And then you said I was just podding, and I'm like,
all right. So Shot started this. I got that from Shot. Shot, you want to break it down?
Okay.
No, I actually got it from Joe Budden. So So when I say they don't want me to pod or we about to pod, that means we about to tell some truth, like some real harsh truth. And so that's kind of what, or there's an opposite. And I think this is what Carla was doing.
Yeah.
The opposite of that is, hey man, I'm just creating
Good-
content. We just
good
joking.
content.
Like it's not a thing. We just playing around. We creating an aura. We just creating content. So there's two sides of it. Hope
Thank
that
you.
makes sense.
So you gonna use it now, Vashti?
No,
Yes, you are. You like
I'm
about
not
to
gonna
pod
use
right
it.
here. I'm about to pod right here.
I'm not gonna use it. But I thank you for explaining it to me. That
Yeah,
helped.
absolutely.
Because I literally I looked stupid. I was like,
It was funny. It was funny. Me and Shad looked at each other like,
Okay.
it was like, oh, she's like, oh no, I'm not. What? No, he was just like, they don't want you to tell like the harsh truth, like the
Okay.
cold truth, which you were going in. So it was a
Sometimes
good
you can't
moment.
say things. It's the things you're not really supposed to say publicly, kind of thing.
Like, yo,
Okay.
I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there.
All right, gotcha.
All right, so Giants Vikings. Let's start with Vashti. Go ahead and pod, Vashti.
No. I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Okay. I'm with that. Shad, what you got?
Yeah, same. I'm going with Minnesota. I think that the Giants are not going to be very good. Daniel Jones has proven to be mid, and so I'm going with Sam Darnold and them.
You believe in Sam Darnold? Wow. Okay. I'm going Vikings too.
Wait.
I don't believe in Sam.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, that is right.
yeah,
Sam
he's a
Darnold.
pro. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
McCarthy got hurt, and I don't
Right.
believe in Daniel Jones.
Right.
Out of everybody, I just believe in Jay Jettas before anybody else. So, and I feel like he's QB. My brother says it best. He's QB agnostic. So he's gonna get his no matter what quarterback it is. So yeah, I got the Vikings there. All right, so let's go into the next one, and then we're gonna close off with the final game. Broncos, Seahawks. Vashti, who you got?
Seahawks. Who's the Broncos quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm even stronger
He's
now.
been looking
with
solid
Seattle.
though. He's
Yeah,
been looking
he had a
solid.
good preseason. He had a good
Hey,
preseason.
he been looking solid.
Preseason preseason, but he had a solid preseason.
Okay.
But all that said, I'm still going with the Seahawks. Shout out to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I got them winning this.
What's up, kiddo?
Baker Mayfield had a solid preseason too.
Yeah,
that year he
sorry,
won
my
the
son
starting
came
job.
in. He's about to go to bed, so he came in hot saying hi. I would put him on right now, but his hair is looking a hot mess right now. But good night, buddy. I got the Seahawks too. I think Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Jackson Stick, and Jigba, all of them, they're gonna ball out and beat the Broncos. So Seattle for me too. 49ers Jets. Brock Purdy versus Aaron Rodgers. AA Ron. What you got, Shot?
Interesting. This is a tough one. But I'm gonna go 49ers. I think because it's on the road, West Coast. The Jets have to travel. I'm going 49ers.
Okay. Vashti?
The 49ers is the sole reason why I feel like the what do you call it? The salary cap is a myth. Because they literally pay everybody, bruh.
Everybody.
Like,
now they ain't losing not one person. Everybody got a bag.
Everybody signed a deal. Okay. With that being said, 49ers.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that. That's something we need to research. And
everybody,
Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk. They restructured Debo. That's a whole other conversation too. But yeah,
and they did something with didn't they do something with McCaffrey during off season?
Oh yeah, they pay him too. They pay him was it last year?
Everybody.
Are they paying a quarterback?
No, that's the thing. They got a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal. He was Mr. Irrelevant. So his deal is very minuscule.
We'll see when that happens.
Yes.
Who is his agent? Who is his agent? Because that would be a problem for me.
I mean, it can't be a problem. You're not in the contract negotiations yet. Well, he should be soon, but
what year is he?
It's coming up.
This is third year, right?
It's coming up.
This is his third year.
Yeah. So it's coming up, which makes sense. Thank you, Shad. You're right. It is. I forgot about that. I got 49ers here. Bucks, Commanders. Let's go, Shad.
I'm going Bucks. I'm going Bucks. I thought about it.
Oh, me, my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. I know she was going off. It's all good.
She's still barky. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm picking all of the NFC South teams to win. But I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I don't think Baker Mayfield has a great season holistically, but I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
For some reason, because of the fact they don't have a lot of film on him yet, I think Jaden Daniels might get it done. I got Commanders. I got Commanders. That defense is gonna be solid. Our guy Frankie Lou was over there with oh boy, I can't think of his name right now.
I'm with Shot on that. That ain't my guy anymore.
Oh, Ops. Yeah, Ops. Yeah.
No, I'm cool with Frankie. Frankie was okay. I will say this. Frankie was cold. Frankie was nice. Frank is a good guy. Allegedly, he turned down more money with Carolina to go to Washington, which is a team. I mean, I get it if you're going to a contender, but to turn down, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was interesting. He turned down money. I think he said it was because of the fact that he wanted to play for Dan Quinn and he wanted to be used like Michael Parsons did in Dallas. I don't know, but at the end of the day, Frankie was one of those. I can like I'm not as bad as Shot is yet, at least, but I can root for certain players. I can root for certain players. Frankie Lou was one of them.
I like Frankie. You're right, but still,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Oos, but nah, bro.
Now. I mean, look, I got Commanders here. Ain't nobody worried about Jeremy Chin. I already told you how I feel about Jeremy Chin. I feel like he overrated, but that's another conversation. Last thing, Panthers, Saints. Who you got? And Vash, I'm not sure if you can say this. Can you say this as a beat writer? Can you make your prediction?
I typically don't make picks.
Okay, that's fine. If you can't do it,
but I can try. I mean, I can do it, but
then you gonna do it then.
I don't pick though because it's really tough.
I hear you. It is, but this is the fun in it. It's all fun. Nobody's like, there's no expert that can sit here and predict every single game and how it's gonna go. It's just all in fun. It's like betting with no money. You know what I mean? Shot. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going Panthers in a very close one. I think it's gonna be 3 points spread. I'm going with the Panthers, bro.
Yeah. Vashti, who you got? Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know.
Vashti. I got some cool
I feel like I picked the Panthers so much last year and they lost so much last year. It was I can't do it.
You got PTSD.
I'm jaded. I am. All that being said, I think it will be a good game. And I think it'll be I think it'll be a good game. It'll be even. The Saints have a new offensive coordinator. You don't really have, you can't really scout them like you may be able to scout them week 2, week 3, week 4. And then, of course, everybody is new in Carolina. But I do think Bryce hoops tomorrow. I mean, Sunday. Oh, gosh.
Hey, yo, we drinking that Kool-Aid. I got the Panthers, you know what I'm saying? It's processed blue. Look, the culture is different. I said this from the jump. Canales got something cooking. He already said that, look, that week 1, everybody going to try to come out with those new plays. I want to be one of the first to do it. I feel like he got something up his sleeve. He got my boy Ever over there. We're going to win. And it may not be.
That pass rush, y'all. That pass rush. If you let Carr sit back and slice and dice your defense up, that is an indictment against them.
I agree. I think the key to the game is turnovers. If we get some turnovers, then it's over with. If Carr throw at least an interception or 2, we got this game. How
do you make Carr turn the ball over?
I know. I get it. But Evero, now this is very interesting. We didn't get into it, but Evero definitely said today in the press conference that he believes that Derek Brown could be an 8 to 10 sack player, which I thought was very interesting.
You gonna see.
That was talk in the locker room too. Apparently that is on those are his goals. He's been talking to Clowney. Clowney has kind of been giving him tips as far as how to He's a good run blocker, but how to transition that into getting sacks, we'll see. But you still need a pass rusher.
Yeah, I'm gonna I know Shy got to go. Appreciate you, Shy.
Yeah, I got to peace out. I got to jump on another call.
No doubt. Appreciate you.
I holler at y'all, man.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I think I don't know. Usually I drink a Kool-Aid on something, but I'm a little iffy on that one. 8 to 10 sacks for a defensive tackle that hasn't done it like that. I'm curious. I don't know.
Daniel says Evero is gonna get the game ball. Let me tell you what. If the Panthers have 2 or more sacks, he should get the game ball. And that's a low bar.
Yeah.
I'm iffy about it. I'm not.
Look, Shaw said it best, man. Like if DJ Johnson get a sack, Saints in trouble. If DJ Johnson get a sack, we'll see.
I will hold my breath on that one.
Hey, we'll see. Like I think we got Kool-Aid. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid right now as a Panthers fan. We'll see what happens. I don't know, Vashti. I don't know, but that's how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling. So before we close, I'm going to say really quick, I'm just going to go through them real quick. My top actors that were villains. First one, number 5, I got James McAvoy, who played in Split. He was also the young Professor X. Very good actor. He has a new movie coming out, which is very interesting. Look, Vashti over here Googling, like, who's
definitely? I don't know who any of these people are.
Who's James McAvoy? So he's number 5 for me. Number 4.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
He was solid. He's a solid actor. The fourth one I got is Lena Headey, who was in Game of Thrones. Cersei. She was Cersei in Game of Thrones. Great actress.
Has she played any other villains though?
No, but she just killed that one so much that I hated her as much as I did, which I know if I hate you in a show or if I hate you in a movie, that's when I know you're doing a really good job at your craft. So she was solid.
Okay.
She was solid. So I got Lena Headey at number 4. Number 3, this man to me feels like he's always playing a villain, but he's super solid. And that's Giancarlo Esposito. Look him up. You probably seen right when you see his face, you're gonna be like, yes, that's the guy. He always plays a villain.
Oh yeah,
solid actor. Number 2, my dog Denzel Washington. He's on the thumbnail, especially his Training Day part. I named
what other villain did he play?
I think he might have played another one, but that was the one that went viral. Like that's the one that put him on the map.
He was excellent in that. But I literally, when I was looking at the list, which is why I really couldn't put one together, is because I figured it would be you would have to consistently be a villain and play that role.
Villain. No, I think for me it was just more so like you played a darn good role in this particular movie
as the villain. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I love the saying like it takes a wolf to catch a wolf, which is why I named it that way. Named this particular episode that. And number 1, I mean, ain't nobody beating Anthony Hopkins. Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins. He's played many of villain roles. He's just an incredible actor. Anthony Hopkins is definitely my number 1 guy who plays a villain. But that's it. I'm ready to go watch football. Vashti, I don't know about you. I'm excited. Are you going to New Orleans or are you staying local?
This is a busy weekend for me. I actually I have to work the NC State game Saturday night, and then I fly to New Orleans Sunday morning.
Vashti, what?
Yep.
Do you come back the same night?
Yep.
Are you different?
Hey, we got Blitz.
Hey, yo, round of applause. Carolina Blitz be everywhere. Round of applause for Vashti. That girl is everywhere. I'm playing with them. Let me know. Look, make sure y'all support. Make sure y'all follow Carolina Blitz. Look, them articles be popping. I love the authentic writing. It feels like I'm listening to you talk when you write in your articles. So shout out to you. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was cool. Thank you for everybody who showed up. We got a lot of people in here right now. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, put that bell notification on. I think last time I checked, we were like 249. We're close to 250 subscribers. We're trying to get to that 300. And then we get to 300. I'm not even going to 400. I want 500 subscribers. So we rolling. I want to do a live show soon. Because the live shows be popping. They love it. And I got some really dope ideas for a live show. So Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe. And thank y'all so much for pulling up on us.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
We out of here, y'all. Peace.